Hi everyone, it's K-Red, and welcome to my 2025 Peaceful Patterns Weekly Challenge. By creating a new tile each week, together we can find some peace and calm in the chaos of this world. This week's peaceful pattern is going to be a little bit different. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. I'm looking for some inspiration to maybe do some Valentine's Day cards, and I ended up coming up with a bunch of designs that I wanted to add to my peaceful patterns list. 3 of them, however, are unique and yet very similar. Couldn't pick just one of the 3, and because they are pretty straightforward, this week's peaceful pattern is actually going to have 3 tiles. The first one we're going to do is called OAO. It stands for one and only. Super cute. The way we're going to start is just with a stem. We're going to give ourselves a pretty long one so I can do quite a few samples. And this top on that curve, I'm going to continue it and close it off. Now, if you look at it from this way, you can see kind of that left half of the heart. And we're going to add the right half with a little bit of a swirl on the inside. And that's what gives you this beautiful leaf. So let's do it again. I'm going to skip down a little bit, but if you wanted, you could do them right connected. I like them just a little bit down. Going right to left. I'm going to make that circle. If you're somebody like me who on occasion has trouble making the circle swirl go right, take a look in advance of what you want and then think left to right or think right to left. It can help a lot. So we're back to one more. And they're down. Let's do this one where they're touching. So on my tile, I can see both variations. And then that way, depending on what my project is, I'm going to be adding these 2. Oops, I went a little high there, so we'll darken it in. We'll have the prompts here to remember for both. That's how I use these cards going forward. When I'm looking for something that I want to tangle, then I can just look at these prompts. So I can see it on the top and on the bottom. So if I wanted to do a step out, 1 would be the line. But to me, I'm going to go ahead and do this as 1. She has it as 1 and 2. Then 2, we're going to give ourselves that line again and close it off. So then we're going to go left to right for the twirl, and we're going to add that on to it. And then I'm just going to have a 3rd step out. I don't think I need much more than that. Is we're going to do our stem, close it off, left to right. For that, I'm going to skip a spot and just show that we can do it again. If you've seen my other Peaceful Patterns breakouts, thank you very much. But you'll know that I don't always do the step outs, but on this one I decided just in case I forget the order, we can have that on there. There are a bunch of variations. Like I said, I've already done one as I was practicing and learning this tile. Please subscribe so you can check it out in the future. It is fantastic. I had so much fun. So for shading, you can do just some simple shading on here. I'm going to go ahead and grab my 4B so I have something nice and soft. And for the most part on the website, her shading is done just right down the middle with a little bit of a focus on one side. And I'm going to pick this side to focus on. And I only put that extra pencil on the top one because I knew I would have enough on my blending stick to do the others. And we'll have it blended just like that. The only other variation I wanted to put on here, and I'd forgotten until just now, is she did do one variation. Actually, there's a couple on the tanglepatterns.com website. But only one that I kind of wanted to put on here for me to remember. So let's start with our stem. Let's make the petals. And I think I'm just going to give myself 3 so that I can have a general idea of what they would look like. And then what she did that I thought was super interesting is she completely colored in the left side. And let's color in this one and leave just a little bit of a highlight of the white on it. And if you notice, I colored in these three each differently, one with just a little small, one with a larger one, and one with none. That way I can have all three prompts going forward. So there's that variation. So this, once again, is called OAO. And it is by Korean Nawasukum. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And I do believe she is a CZT. And of course it's from tingerpounders.com. And that is the first of our 3 tiles this week. So next we're going to do HeartSpray, which once again, completely different, but very similar. We're going to start again with that same kind of a curvy line sprig, but this time we're going to give ourselves 3 others. Now from each of these, I'm going to go up and I'm going to create my heart. Just like that. Now, of course, you can add on hers. She added extra little hearts as accents. Let's go ahead and let that one be attached. She did a couple of hearts, almost as if they were an actual petal attached. And that is HeartSpray. Just a super cute, add one more on there, just a super cute sprig of hearts. I think this could make a really cute border. And let me give myself that inspiration. I'm going to go ahead and do kind of a curvy line like that. Just continually add these sprigs. And in her breakout, she did the sprigs first, but sometimes it's easier for me to do the heart and then the line. I don't think I'm varying too much from that. Just a few more. Give the line a little bit of some weight. Always like if I'm doing a border or something along those, I always like it to have just a little bit of weight. We'll add one more up here. I'll let it be kind of a two-headed one. And then you can just keep going for days on this. Super cute. Perfect if you have somebody with little hands. You got a child or a little one. This would be a great one who, as the little ones start to learn to doodle, a heart is often one of those first shapes they make. And they can easily turn this in to something more. last variation that they put on here is they just added different sprigs to it. So don't know if I really want a step out, but let's give myself just a little bit of one. There we go. So we have just one that's a little more basic, so I can see the basic. So this is called HeartSpray, and it is by Barbara Doodle Johnson. And she is a CZT. Ooh, I don't know why I wrote an S. Sorry, Barbara. And of course, it's from, like all of ours, tanglepatterns.com. HeartSpray. The way she did her shading is, we'll do it on here on this one that we did down here, is she did her shading on the outside edges. And I kind of like it with the nice dark pencil. This one is a 2B that I picked up. It's got a real strong point on it. So I don't know that I'm even going to blend that one in. I think I'm just going to leave that one dark. And if you notice, I even added it to the stem. So the stem could have some extra little weights to it. Let's go ahead and give this one a couple of floating little hearts that she gave it. And we'll shade those the same way, just on that left side. And maybe just a little bit of blending down the middle. Alrighty, HeartSpray, so cute. And our third is called Love. And how on earth could we do Valentine tiles without love? The step out for love is really pretty much just one step. We're going to start by doing a heart, and we're adding in the swirls. And then we're just going to keep doing them. The thing to remember on these is on the right side, go right to left on your circles. On the left side, go left to right on your circles. And it will always become so much easier. Right to left and left to right, to keep you from getting, if you're like me and occasionally my fingers get a little messed up. Then let's do a couple that don't have quite as much of a swirl. So we'll do just a little half circle one. That adage, less is more, right? And this, I think, is a great filler. But in all honesty, I think this one can also be a little bit of a string. So let's give that a try. We're going to do a simple heart. Then we're going to do another one just below the line. And then we're going to keep going. Then we can curve it even. Left side, left to right, right side, right to left. Make sure you come down to a point and don't get lazy on the heart like I did. And there's how it would look. So I can have my prompt as a string. like that. And then shading on the string, let's shade on the outside. Almost always I shade on the inside. So we'll let this tile prompt me to remember that I can shade outside the pattern. And this love tangle would look great as a filler or as a string. Working that pencil into the paper pretty well because I plan on keeping these and using these for years to come. I don't want that pencil to be too soft on there where it's going to muddy up too much. So we're gonna spend a second just blending that in real well. And this one is called Love. And it is by Suzanne McNeil. And she is a CZT. And of course, tanglepatterns.com. So let's take a look at all three Valentine's Day tiles, each with their own great little variants, each with their own little piece of the pie. But each slightly similar, but each has its own flavor and its own unique prompt. So we're going to go ahead and punch holes in them. Punched right at the hole at the top of that heart, but I think I have enough down there that it won't be a problem. Then I have my pack of all of them. You can fan through them, but I know there are some on here that I haven't published yet. For example, IX I have not published, and Cubine I have not published. So depending on when you watch this, some of these may not be out yet, but these get added in. At some point, I've wondered if I should number these. I've wondered if I should put dates on them, if I should keep them in alphabetical order. You all let me know what you think, what I should do, how these should be organized, if I should just leave them random. We'll see. But that's all for this week. Please subscribe so you can see that future videos, and come back next week as this 2025 challenge continues. Bye.